Bivol. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games is missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so it's time to address the madness, to address the foolishness that generally tends to be attached with the career of Jaime Munguia. Now, I gotta be honest. There's one fighter in boxing I feel like I'm not criticizing enough. It's Jaime Munguia. That's just being honest with you. But the last I heard of Jaime Munguia, and the last most of us heard of Jaime Munguia was Eddie Hearn and Fernando Beltran, the president and the guy that runs Zenith Promotions, who really called the shots with Munguia's career. They had both stated about, I'm gonna say a week ago, that there was a fight in the works for June 10th for Jaime Munguia to move up from 160 all the way to 175 or 168 or whatever it was. He was going to go to one. He was exploring fighting Dimitri Bivol. Now, to me, I laughed at that because I felt like Dimitri Bivol would absolutely wipe the floor with Jaime Munguia, honestly. But it would have been a fight I would have been excited about, because the biggest criticism of Munguia isn't that he can't fight or that he's not good. He can definitely fight, and he definitely is good. But it's just that the level of opposition isn't where it should be. And mind you, it's not like he's a guy with 20 fights, 25 fights, or even 30 fights. We're talking about a guy with over 40 fights in the professional ranks. And he still hasn't really, tested himself against, top competition. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it looks like Fernando Beltran, once he was met with the reality of what could possibly happen to Jaime Munguia, he's completely recanted his previous statements that he made on Pheno Boxing. Because when he was on Pheno Boxing, he was saying that he said, I quote, "Our main interests for Jaime Munguia are fights with Gennady Golovkin, Jamal Charlo, and Dmitry Bivol." You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. That Munguia was asked about that, and he said he was asked about fighting Bivol himself, Jaime Munguia, and he was like, I beat Bivol by throwing more punches. And he feels like, with his body punching and things like that, he would be able to neutralize some of the things that Bivol does very, very well. Now, with that being said, with that being established here on True School Sports, Fernando Beltran has recanted his statements, and he's completely pivoted. And he said now, and I quote, "We are not thinking of Bivol for June 10th, okay?" He then went on by saying that Bivol is not very popular. He has been effective in the ring, but he is not very popular. We will love to fight him in the future, but we are talking about 2 weight classes above Munguia's division. We would fight him. We would fight with Bivol if nobody else wants to. If someone runs away from him, we will face him. End quote. So, that being said, he then goes on by saying, "We are trying to fight with Gennady Golovkin for June 10th. That's what we're trying to do." You know what I'm saying? So, this really doesn't come as any surprise to me, because first and foremost, Fernando Beltran's doing a hell of a lot of double talking. A hell of a lot of double talking. He's, on one hand, saying, kind of like insulting and giving Bivol a backhanded compliment. He's saying that, he's a very good fighter in the ring, but he's not very popular, which, could be true to an extent. But believe you me, people, even if they don't know his name, once they see his face, they're going to say, "Oh, that's the guy that exposed Canelo Alvarez. That's him. He's the guy that beat the brakes off Canelo." So how are Mexican boxing fans not gonna know the guy who freaking gave Canelo Alvarez a boxing lesson? How are they not gonna know him? So that's just bullshit. And I feel like it's getting to a point where Fernando Beltran and the people on Munguia's team, they're just attaching Munguia's name to other big names. Bivol is a big name now, to try to gain and garner clout. I don't really think, and when I heard the Eddie Hearn talking about it about a week ago, I never really believed the reports that they really wanted to fight Bivol. No way, no how. And here we are. So this fight with Golovkin, I remember a while ago when I was on my crusade for Demetrius Andre back in 2021. And I would message, the former matchmaker Golden Boy Roberto Diaz. And I would say, "Hey, man, y'all need to fight Andre. Y'all need to start ducking Andre." And he said the fight we're looking at is Golovkin. I've been knowing that since at least 2021 from the people that promote Jaime Munguia. So it's not really coming as a big surprise to me. Now, does the fight make sense for Munguia? I think it does, because although Golovkin is not technically a champion anymore, you know, Golovkin is a guy that is a big name in boxing. He would definitely meet the quota of Jaime Munguia finally fighting a big name. And truth be told, he's 41 years old, but who knows, man? Golovkin might still beat Munguia. Even at his advanced age, he's still that good. He's still, at his advanced age, you know, a pretty good fighter. You know, he beat the brakes off Murata, who was a champion. And when he fought Canelo, you know, he got, you know, Canelo won the fight pretty easily, but towards the end, Golovkin began to really come on strong. So I just feel like, you know, it's not a fight. It's not a fight he could lose. It's not a fight he can't win, I should say, for Golovkin, you know. But honestly, look, Munguia needs to step it up. Like, I don't know if it's going. I don't care if it's Golovkin next, cool, but stop. You don't want those Bivol problems. I know Fernando Beltran. He I don't know if he still works with Gilberto Zoro Ramirez. He might still work with them. I'm sure he saw what happened to Gilberto Ramirez, because I know he's worked with Zoro Ramirez in the past, so I'm sure he saw what happened to him with Bivol, and he's not gonna want that to happen to Munguia, because Munguia, you know, got a snowball's chance of hell against no damn Dmitry Bivol. Let's just be real. Bivol's on another level. Bivol might be the best fighter in boxing. He's got a legitimate claim to be the best fighter in boxing. So yeah, make of that what you will. Fernando Beltran is now saying, Xanafer Promotions is now saying that they're not going to fight Bivol because he's not popular and they want the Golovkin fight. So, you know, if that's the fight they're talking about, then that's the fight I want to see next then. Munguia versus Golovkin, make it happen. And if he can win that fight, then we'll obviously demand more of Munguia. But if he can't beat Golovkin, then there's no business talking about, you know, creme de la creme, all-time, you know, potential all-time greats like Bivol. You know, guys, damn good fighters. So, you know, you're going to need to really be at a certain level to compete with them, let alone beat them. So we'll see how it all develops. But let me know what you guys think. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. You know, let's keep it going here on True School Sports. Let's keep the dream alive. And you know, like I say in every single one of these videos, you could love me or you could hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.